Hello and welcome to the Crazed Convo podcast. My name is Dino.
And this is Pablo, and we are going to rate the top 10 failed presidential assassinations. Hit the intro
Number
music.
Fuck. Oh wait, I was supposed to hit the Okay, how are you gonna know it's done though? You just guess?
I tell you.
Alright, it's playing.
Welcome to
Cool.
episode 1. This is Crazed Convos, where two unfiltered friends have crazy conversations where we'll talk about anything and everything. So if there's any topics you want us to discuss, even if we are misinformed, we will jap and jap and jap and make shit up.
Oh yeah. My number one source is me and I make stuff up all the time. My wife still thinks I love her.
What a dumb person.
Wait, so we're not allowed to cuss within the first couple minutes, right?
Now, if we want money, and we definitely want that,
Well, I fucked up.
well, all right. You
Ah,
lost us all
fuck.
your
I
money.
did it again. No.
Now I gotta kill myself because we're not getting any money out of
Hey,
this.
we can't say that.
Oh,
You can't.
okay.
You know what? Let me go ahead and ruin on a potential a potential what
Uh,
the fuck is it
uh,
called?
I'm gonna kill myself in League of Legends one time
A po-
as
in
protest
Minecraft.
on Minecraft. Yeah, in Minecraft. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna shoot the president again in
Oh
Minecraft
wait, again.
again.
Why you trying to shoot Biden? What did he do to you? I mean, he doesn't have long, anyways.
I'm just trying to speed up the process. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand. Well,
So
let me
number 10.
number
Yeah.
10. Let me start off by telling you I was a little late to recording because
Yeah. Yeah.
I was shopping for groceries and like I see this line and there's like 5 items left and there's nobody in
Uh
front
huh.
of it. So I was like, I go get in my
Uh huh.
spot,
Yeah.
and right when it gets to paying, the lady's like, "Oh, I forgot paper towels." Literally goes off to look for paper towels, and me and the cashier are just there, like waiting. Like there's like her brother or husband, whatever he was, there, and some other man that were about the same age. They just like we're all just waiting on this lady to go get her paper towels. Takes forever, like 10 minutes. Comes back,
Yeah. Yeah. That's forever.
and then literally, like not doesn't throw it, but the way she handed it to her, like so fast, and like kind of just almost threw it at her, hits the
You
cashier, and
basically threw it.
hits the cashier in the face, knocks her glasses off, and then it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
She
Like,
turned into fucking Velma. She's like, my glasses.
yeah, the cashier was just trying to hold it together. You could tell. She was, "I'm so sorry. I was just trying to hand it to you," and I was like, "Why would you not just put it there, and like let her pick it up?" But then the
Or
cash
let the little what's it called? The little treadmill kind of bring it to her
yeah,
in a nice in a nice orderly fashion.
see, I had sent my stuff there, so I guess, but like she should have handed it to her in her hands, but she just kind of threw it at her. As soon as the cashier, she was all professional, but the moment the lady left, she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" So I hit her with the, "I'm fine. How are you?" And she starts going off. Well, I was doing better before I got hit in the face. Thank you for not throwing anything at my face. Just starts going off, and I'm just like, "Lady, I am trying to go. I am late." And that
So
is
then
all.
you threw some eggs in her face.
I had to. I had to. I mean, she was taking forever trying to small talk with me. Like, you can have, you are not gonna have a conversation with me. We're throwing hands. You feel me?
Yeah, like what the heck are you trying to talk to me about? Go talk to her. She's the one who threw it. I'm just here trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And then I had to obviously get every red light on the way here because when you're in a hurry, all the lights turn red automatically.
And all I had to do was take care of my wife and kid.
Wow. I mean, I'm the one that has it rough here.
Honestly, yeah, like why are you gonna talk to me about a paper towel roll hitting you in the face? Like,
Hmm.
what am I supposed to do? Unthrow it?
Mm. Talking about wife and kids.
Go ahead.
So I was single for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and recently I've been having a well, it's getting kind of serious relationship.
Cochino. Uh-huh.
And do you feel that having a girlfriend changed you as a man, or like a wife? Do you feel like it changed you as a person
Oh yeah, it completely changed my life. So much to the point where I'm a completely different person.
for better or for worse? Mhm. Why do you go quiet? Do you really have to think about it?
No, wrong one. Fuck. There you go. I don't the good thing is my wife doesn't speak English, so I can talk as much crap as I want. Um
One
it
of
really does change, but it's not like it's so weird. It's like all of a sudden you're married and you suddenly start to care about like someone else's feelings. Um, because if she just decides to leave, half of your shit's gone. You know, when you're legally blind, you're legally binded to someone. It kind of changes a man.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good reason to care about somebody. The fact that you will lose 50% of the things you own, I think that's a
Hmm.
good reason to care about somebody. Um,
And you gotta micromanage what you say. You gotta not fight. I mean, well, I mean, you know, it's awesome. I recommend it. I don't recommend it. Help,
See, I feel like it has changed me for the better.
cochino.
Like one of the things that I don't know, I just feel like I started taking more care about my appearance, more care about my car, my
And
things.
you are already a hot piece of ass.
And I am a hot piece of ass, but
Yeah,
I just feel like, now that it's not just me, and like I gotta dress up better. Cause like if I was gonna grab something to eat, I would just put on whatever and go out. But now I'm like, okay, button up shirt. Let me get my Jordans out. Let me get some nice pants or something. Like, I got to look good for her. And I also like when she was coming over to the house, like some of the branches were overgrown, and I was like, you know what? I gotta cut those branches. I gotta make sure my house is organized. Uh, you know,
damn, bro, you still at that phase. No, once you get married, that also goes away.
yeah, yeah. So I'm on the good phase right now.
Yeah, no, like it's like, oh, it made you a better person. Yeah, once you get married, you're wearing nothing but like shorts and t-shirts, and you dread having to go mow the lawn because it's fucking 97 degrees.
No, but I'm saying going out. Like, no, at the house, I'm
Oh, going
comfortable.
out. Yeah, same. No, I was too. I still only wear shorts and shirts. Like, and it's funny because when we were dating, I would always go see her on the weekends, and I had to, um, put on like a nice button-up shirt. I bought a bunch of shirts, and they don't fit me anymore. So I just have a bunch of useless like. I'm gonna give them to you if you want them, but like it's just I bought a bunch of button-up shirts because she told me, oh, she really likes that stuff. Like she likes boys or guys who dress up kind of like cowboy vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like typical Mexican fashion.
I wouldn't even say typical. I think it's more just like
Bro,
cowboyish.
bro, if you go to a quinceañera, 90% of the men there are dressed cowboy.
Yeah, those are
I,
old dudes.
yeah, they're men, not boys.
I'm a little bitch.
Yeah, for sure. And I will take the shirts if you're offering, because she did tell me I look good in a button-up shirt. So I got to do what I got to do.
I'm assuming um these will be explicitly used to be ripped off of you violently.
Yeah, violently scratches and everything.
All right,
Kitty,
cool, 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 cool.
kitty got claws, if you know what I mean. And you're like, I do
I
not.
wish you didn't. Yeah, I was about to say I wish you didn't, but I don't want to think about you having sex with a girl. That's gross.
So you just want to think about me doing that stuff with you, right? Because you brought it up a few times that you have sexual fantasies about me for whatever reason.
Yeah, me, Daniel Radcliffe, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, that one might be. Do I get to say no homo in the scenarios?
No.
Oh, dang. That's
And
kind
when
of.
he's about to finish, he says, "Get to the chopper."
Oh, no, that's kind of hard. But oh, yeah, I bet it's kind of hard. But
I gotta be bricked up.
yeah, you gotta be bricked up. We're talking about
I am
cats.
also. I'm still looking at hentai games on Steam, but yeah, continue.
Talking about cats.
Hmm.
This is the
What
first
are we talking
episode.
about? Cats?
I said the kitty got claws. You remember?
Oh,
So my girlfriend has a cat, and she loves the cat.
yes. I would assume she does.
Yeah, like, and for whatever reason, he is afraid of me. So if any viewers, if anybody listens to this and they have some tips on what I can do to get this cat to like me, let me know, because I never really had this problem with cats before. Like, cats are very independent, but normally, they don't run away from me in fear. So I don't know why this one is so different. He is kind of shy and like he's scared easily, but I literally bought him a toy. Somebody told me it was like one of the best cat toys you could buy. Is like this little fish that moves its tail, like whenever the cat comes near, when it detects motion. And I tried to feed him because she was like, "Here, feed him. Maybe he'll like you more if you start feeding him." But no, he is just so afraid of me, and I do not know why.
Welcome to the Pablo Problems podcast. Nah, uh, I don't know. Animals, well, at least the ones I've been around, never really have had a problem with me. Like even my parents just got a dog, and they called her Shakira. And every time I go past her, I always go Shakira, Shakira, and
Those hips don't lie,
she,
right?
huh?
Those hips don't lie.
Yeah, those little dog hips got me bricked up. I'm just gonna welcome
Oh.
to welcome to the Bricked Up podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the
Bricked up
bis-
all day.
welcome to the Bestiality Voice podcast.
Oh God,
No, no,
that
no.
might actually get us on a list.
No, I do not want to be on the list. It was a joke, FBI agent listening
Not
in.
another one.
Yeah, I'm already on a couple lists. I don't want to be in any more.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm already 500. I'm not allowed 500 feet from a school, and I don't want to be not allowed 500 feet for the nearest PetSmart. But
I mean, if I had to be banner for one, I think I would choose the PetSmart one, just because I do plan on having children eventually. So
hold up. There isn't a list for bestiality, is there? Or is that just like does that like encompass the sex offender registry? Because
I'm pretty sure
he,
they don't make you let everybody that owns animal know. I think you just go to prison for it. I do remember
yeah,
reading about a guy. What was his hand? Something with hands that got caught.
Chris Hansen.
Now, there was a guy that had sex with a horse and died from it. Uh, who was called Mr. Hands.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I remember that being on the news.
Yeah, and I remember that. Yeah, he was. It was called Mr. Hands. He was an engineer. I believe he worked for an airline, like in
Mm-hmm.
planes and stuff. I would have to verify this. I just remember in the top of my head. And I remember, yeah, he worked for what is that plane airline called? The one that had all the crashes or like
Boeing.
accidents? Yeah.
Hey, you better chill with that. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
allegedly had all these crashes.
Or if there were not crashes, there were near misses or whatever. But yeah, I was afraid because I flew in
They
one recently.
were just input errors.
Yeah, when I was flying recently, um, I remember there was like one the same day, or like there was like I think it was in Turkey or somewhere where they had a near miss, where they had to emergency land and everything, and it happened the day before my flight, or like the same day. That morning I was flying at night, and it was the same type of plane, the same model and everything. So of course it was in my news feed. They were talking about how this version of the plane had had all these accidents, and I was just like, "Why am I reading this?"
They just wanted to give you a little. They wanted to get your blood pumping,
Yeah, but
remind you
surprisingly,
that you're still alive.
I had a very pleasant flight. At least on the way there. On the way back, it wasn't. As it wasn't
On
terrible,
the way
but
back, it fucking sucked. We crashed.
yeah, on the way back, that we hit quite a few turbulence, and it was in the middle of the morning, like it was like 4 a.m. So I was
Well,
trying
that's
to
high
sleep.
turbulence hour.
Yeah, yeah, it was supposed to be less turbulent because it was a night, and we kept hitting all this turbulence. I would fall asleep and then hit turbulence, wake up for like 20 minutes, couldn't fall asleep, hit turbulence, and that was the whole flight. I was so tired.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, turbulence was just trying to lull you to sleep. You know, it was trying to shake you like a baby that won't fall asleep. So you just shake the shit out of it.
Yeah, but taking it back to Mr. Hands,
All
yeah,
right. If you can't take the horse cock, stay out of the stable.
yeah. But I remember reading somewhere, and like I said, this we would have to verify everything that there was no law against it in the state at um, where he was at. I think it was in Washington State, and I believe there was no specific law against having sex with a horse, so they had to make like the law, or they had to make like a stricter punishment or some type of change to the law.
Yeah, like they're all sitting. I would have liked to be at that meeting where they're like, "Hey guys, remember when we joked around a couple months ago talking about how no one was gonna be able to fuck a horse? Well, guess what? We got to make a law."
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like
I mean,
out of all the animals, why pick a horse? Um, I don't even know if this should be a conversation we would be having, but I'm
all
just
right,
saying.
Animal Kingdom, Smasher Pass. Go ahead, lion.
Pass. I don't want to get eaten. That's not my
No,
thing.
no, no.
What is that
Forget
called?
about that.
Boar? Boar? I don't want to be eaten in the middle of sex.
I never understood vor. Like it's, and I'm a pretty fucked up guy. I mean, you should look at my screen, but I'm not gonna show it to you because, reasons. But I don't. I've seen a couple of pictures and videos. It's literally just eating someone. Like, are you like turned on when you're eating food? Like, do you think you're eating a cow and that like gets you bricked up?
I've never thought about the animal I've eaten, except this one time when I was young, and it wasn't in a sexual way. It was like I remember
It
my
wasn't even a sexual way. Cochino.
my dad bought two pigs, and
Oh, you fucked one of them, didn't you?
no,
I would.
we named one Carnitas,
And
which
the
is
other one was bacon.
yeah, the other one was Tocino, which is bacon in Spanish. And they were so smart. They were basically kind of like dogs. Like we kept them pretty clean. We fed them, and I played with them because it was my job to feed them. And I would play with them. And their pigs are actually very smart, and they were kind of like my dogs. And then when they got fat, my dad killed them, and we ate them. And I remember crying when they killed them. I was like probably like 6, 7 years old. With my dad threw this big party. I don't remember why, but he threw this big party and he killed both pigs and he fed like all these people. And I remember I cried when they were killing them. But once the killing was done, I smelled the food and I was like, well, they're already dead. Nothing I do is gonna bring them back. And I went and ate. And I was like, this is delicious. I hate that they got killed for it because they were so smart and they were like my pets. But I mean, they were delicious.
It's like it would have been fucked up if they didn't tell you. So you're like, hey, what are we eating tonight? Carnitas. And you're like, oh, dope. And so then you like also go outside. Hey, where's carnitas at? It's on the fucking plate. Like I just told you.
No, I literally watched them get killed. I help with the cleaning too. I mean, I have nothing against. I know there's a lot of people that are vegan. Like my girlfriend was thinking about going vegan or whatever. I have no problem with eating meat as long as you kill them in you don't make them suffer in a humane way as much as you can. You know, like those pigs had great lives for a couple of years, and we treated them with love. We fed them right. We played with them, and then when it was time for them to die, it was quick. They didn't suffer. So
Yeah,
yeah,
this is one of the most fucked up versions of Old Yeller I've ever heard. But I mean, at the end of the day, we all just die, and sometimes without like purpose. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, so at least
the
these pigs had purpose, right? They fed. It
hmm
was close to 100 people, maybe more. I don't
Oh my
remember,
god, how big were those pigs?
dude. I mean, it was a lot of meat, and it wasn't just we were just feeding them meat. We had rice, beans. Talking about rice and beans. Have you ever heard? Since we're talking about pigs, frijoles puercos.
We were originally talking about a cat. We kind of
Well,
gone off the
we
rail, but yeah,
we
go ahead.
we moved on, bro.
Yeah,
Frijoles
yeah, yeah.
puercos. Puercos means pig. I don't know why they're named that, but those are the best beans I've ever had.
Oh yeah, they're like I've had different versions of it, but most of them have like bacon or like hot dog in them, or no, a chorizo. That's the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
that I like.
Y-
My wife's mother makes really good. Um, well, I think what the fuck they called
Frijoles puercos.
frijoles puercos, yeah. And I'm not a huge pork eater. Like I kind of went through what you did, but like not really. So, um, when I was 7, we had a little party for me because it was my confirmation, or no, it was a confirm it was first communion, and they wanted to do a little party for me, so they decided to get like a pig, and they shot it, and they brought it to my house. They had to drain out the blood and get all the gutty works out of it, and I was watching it all from the uh like top of the stairs of my neighbor's house, and
Yeah.
it made me it didn't turn me completely vegetarian because I still enjoyed like Burger King, Pizza Hut, like sweet and sour chicken, but I didn't like eating meat for a while. Like my mom used to have to cook me like a separate meal because I wasn't fully vegetarian, but I was damn near close, and that was the closest I came to ending it all.
Wow. Hmm. Talking
But
about talking about people. And this animal experience made me
uh
remember
huh.
about one of my friends. He was dating. If y'all can't tell yet, we are Mexican originally, or at least our parents are.
Yeah, in case you couldn't tell from all the Spanish words we've been saying.
Yeah, we could be from a different Latin country. Um,
No.
no, no, only Mexico. But he was dating an American woman, and she was like, very like vegan and like, animal lover. Because I feel like to us, we love animals, but we always know they're animals. Like we always treat them like animals, like they're not actually human. But I've known quite a few white people, to put it that way, that treat animals sometimes even better than they treat people. Uh, so she was one of those that like loved her dogs, her cats, and like she literally treated them better than she treated people. So when when my friend's parents, they were gonna do their 10-year, 15-year, 25-year, whatever it was. You know how you have the wedding that you do to celebrate your wedding after so many years? I think it's like
Yeah,
10.
explain it to the audience. I don't know. I've never really heard of this being an American thing.
No, no, I
But
think no. Well, I don't think it's an American thing, but I'm saying the lady was American. So his parents were Mexican from the motherland, and they were doing their 25th anniversary wedding. I think they call it boda de plata, which
yeah,
is
yeah, it's
like
like silver,
silver
a
wedding. Or
gold, silver. I don't.
it's like
I
renewing your vows after like 25
Yeah, that's
years
what
of
the white people
marriage.
call it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what white people call it.
so that's what they were doing, and they had bought two pigs, and I was really good friends with them, with this guy at the time and his brothers. So I would go to their house a lot, and I got there when they were making the place to keep the pigs. They were putting it together, and of course they basically named it the same thing my parents did, because that was their purpose. They named one of them Carnitas and the other one Tocino, again basically the same names. and
Damn, bro. Back in the day, they would have named you Sacrifice 1, Sacrifice 2.
and again, like every time she would go over it, and I was there like visiting, and they would come over too because you know, they lived separate. They lived on their own. She would always go play with the pigs, and then we had this wedding. I believe she didn't eat any meat, or maybe she did. uh, I think she was vegetarian. She didn't eat any meat. We had this big wedding, big party at the wedding. It was great. Um, I remember his dad had been taking singing lessons, so he had like music, and then he's like, "Hey, I might sing you some songs." Started just singing some old corridos de Chalino, everything, bro. It was a great time. Well,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 weeks later, I go to his brother. His brother was still living with his parents, so I go visit his brother. We're over there chilling. It was kind of the spot because they had a pool table. They had like mini fridge outside, you know, full with
Mm-hmm.
beer and everything. So it was like a chill spot. So we go out there. His parents were always really cool, really welcoming. We're all having a great time, and he shows up with his girlfriend, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go play with the pigs," and we just kind of looked at her like, "Huh?" And then she's
It's like,
like,
hasn't your mother taught you not to play with your food?
and at this point, the pigs are gone. We ate them like 2 weeks ago, so we just kind of look at him like, does she not know? And then she just like he just like, oh, she. And we're like, you're not gonna tell her. He's like, oh, she'll realize when she gets
We'll let
home.
her figure. Yeah, we'll let her figure it out. And then you hear like a disembodied scream from the other room.
So she goes, hey, I can't find the pigs. Where are they? Did y'all move them? And we're like, no.
Shit, there's a bowel movement going on. I'll tell you what,
they were.
they're
We're like,
moving all right.
They're like, no, we bought it for the party from 2 weeks ago. She's like, what do you mean? Why would you buy them for the party? And we're like,
Entertainment.
yeah, to feed the people.
They're DJs.
We literally made them carnitas, and that was the name. It's a dish. It's a Mexican dish of fried pork. It's delicious, one of the best food
Oh, it's
ever.
so good.
And she started crying right there and there, like, no, why? It started crying,
Don't
like
cry over
his
spilled pig blood.
hysterical crying, and I was like, I did not know how to react. It reminded me of me from like when I was 7.
Now here's how
But
you react. Hey, ten un taquito.
yeah, yeah, here you go. Here you go. Here's a little
Just
taco.
taste it. Just try it.
It tastes so good though, don't it?
Yeah, yeah. As you're like putting more into your mouth.
Yeah, but she started crying hysterically. She was like, "No, why?" He literally, he ended up leaving. She didn't want to stay when she found out that we had eaten the pigs.
I mean, I like animals. They're pretty chill. They're pretty dope. I mean, I'd play with a cow. I'd play with a pig, but at the end of the day, I know they're delicious. Dogs. I think we'd all have to be under certain um situations, such as like some kind of apocalypse, or I get too hungry on a Friday night, or when I want to go to a Chinese buffet. There's certain situations where eating dog is just the norm.
Yeah, um,
Welcome to the most racist podcast.
more racist, more. I don't know about more racist. I'm pretty sure they're like Alex Jones has us beaten in that. Has to be somebody that's worse, right?
Nah,
We're the worst.
I'm about to say the I'm about to say the word.
What word? The one that starts
Welcome
with
to the final episode, huh?
N and ends with A. The the ninjas from Japan.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get canceled so fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had a good run. We had one episode because we fucking fumbled the first one. Why is it so difficult to record podcast?
Why do we always have technical difficulties every time we try to do it? Like it's ridiculous.
And it's funny, like I don't know if you remember that. Back in that wasn't too long ago, but I wasn't married. There were definitely happier times. No, I'm joking, but I remember there was a bunch of these commercials for like apps. Like there was one called Spoon, and it's basically like it's like Instagram Live. It's like Facebook Live. Like you just kind of hop on and start like podcasting live, and people would actually like tune in, leave comments, like chill out with you. That was what was advertised, no? and I almost died trying to do a 3 hour drive after working a 10-hour shift and being like that story I still think about today. Like I genuinely could have died. I'm beginning to think I'm not narcoleptic because I can fall asleep fucking anywhere.
Dude, you are just like my brother. My brother gets on a car or gets anywhere.
Mhm.
He sits down, leans his head back if he's not driving, and just like falls asleep within
Mhm.
like 5 seconds.
Yep, that's
Like,
me. I'm like I said, I'm starting to think I'm narcoleptic, and like it really sucks because when I'm driving, like especially really long distances, and I don't get enough like sleep, which is basically impossible now because baby. But I can't do it. But I was trying to get some pussy, so I did it. I drove all the way 3 hours away to a different state to pick up a friend that ended up fucking like my whole friend group.
except you.
Except me, yeah. I was like, when is it? When is it gonna be my turn?
Nah, I think you should have just pulled up. Like, oh, I'm so tired. Let's get a hotel room real quick.
I did. I got a hotel room. We were supposed to hang out, but okay. So here's the story. I'll just go ahead and tell you the story. So basically, um, it was coming up to it was about to be Labor Day, and usually, like where I was working at, we got most like holidays, like Christmas, Labor Day, like we got most holidays unless we had to finish out like an order or we had too much work, then we had to work those days. And originally we were gonna be off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and for Labor Day, and we ended up working on Monday, and oh no, we ended up working on Saturday. So I was like, well, shit. Oh, there goes my day. I was gonna go pick her up. We were gonna go hang out. We were gonna go to the hotel room. I was gonna freak it, and then it didn't go that way because I ended up arriving there like 24 hours since the last time I slept, and I was about to die. I was falling asleep on the road. Like people were honking at me because I was going into their lane. It was really bad. So I would try these different tactics to kind of keep myself awake. Like I was eating like snacks, drinking coffee, soda, like and then I thought, you know what, fuck it. I downloaded the Spoon app and just started talking, and I ended up having a couple people listening, which is pretty cool. And we just talked, and that helped me stay awake. But my saving grace was Quick Trip. I love Quick Trip, dude. Like the gasoline station, I fucking love it.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Is that the one that sells it's like a biscuit sandwich?
That's a lot of them, buddy.
But what is
I don't
actually
know.
good?
Bucky's?
Bucky's is good, but I think a Quick Trip is pretty good as well.
I haven't had the food there. I just went into the restroom, splashed water on my face, and went on about my way.
You didn't even buy anything?
If by buy you mean pissed in their sink, no.
Okay, okay, but when you pissed on their sink,
hmm
like when you dry it, did you
hmm
like shake it more than 3 times? Because like after the three is basically just touching yourself.
I
Like
don't have to shake anything, dude. Like I use 2 fingers. What the fuck are you talking about?
you don't shake it after you're
Shake?
done peeing, like shake it up
I
and
flick
down.
it, bro.
You flick it, okay?
I just flick it. Like what the fuck? Shake? You use more than 2 fingers?
Yeah,
Fucking wild, dude. You're hung like a fucking horse.
I prefer hung like a bear. You feel me?
I've never seen a bear dick, but now I'm curious.
I know what's gonna be
Welcome
on your
to the
Google
bestiality,
search.
boys. Yeah.
That has a nice ring to it. Bestiality
Bestiality, boys.
boys.
Yeah, if only it
Don't
wasn't
fuck with
fucking
us. We'll
illegal.
fuck your dog. Like that could be the catchphrase.
Hey, yo, whose dog is that?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody would want to be your enemy if they have a pet, right? Like, yeah. Like, yeah, you might be my ass now, but you better watch your dog.
Better keep a close eye on that fucking mutt. Speaking of keeping a close eye on the fucking mutt, I was looking at, I don't know why, like I started on TikTok. It just, whatever you just happen to look at for more than 5 seconds, it just immediately gets recommended to you, forever. And I was watching the story about a woman who's got her face ripped off by two dogs.
Okay.
So basically, she was like a dog sitter, and she was going to a house, and there was a fucking sign that said, "Hey, crazy ass dogs, make sure you knock or call, or like there's a certain order of doing things so the dogs don't go fucking ape shit on you." And the dog sitter, the lady, yeah, the young woman, I think she's like 20, 21. She wasn't fucking paying attention, and I mean, it's not her fault. You know, most dogs don't usually like rip your face off when you're in their territory, but these two were not like. I guess they didn't tell them beforehand that like they're gonna get fucking dog sat. So they went ape shit and dragged her down, ripped her face off, ripped off like part of her nose, uh, her ear, like literally took off all her clothes. I'm pretty sure they were gonna commit like sexual acts upon her.
Wow.
Fucking sick dogs. Um, and like when the police got there, it was like her saving grace was the alarm system because she didn't like shut the door, so they thought it was a like a break in, and they found her. They're like, I can see her feet, and once you see the crime scene photos, it's just blood on the dog bed, blood on the floor. It's awful. Um, where the fuck was I going with that?
I'm not sure, but can you finish your story? So you want to pick up this girl, you're falling asleep, you're almost
All
dead.
right.
You arrive. You arrive.
Welcome to the Alzheimer podcast, the Tangent podcast.
Yeah, the
But
unfinished story podcast.
yeah. So I mean, so I pulled up to the state, and I was fucking dying. And oh right, I called everybody on my call list because I was like, maybe if I had someone riding with me, I wouldn't like fucking fall asleep. I'd have someone to talk to. But no one was fucking available because you know it's a fucking the holiday weekend, so everybody was making plans to get fucked up because they didn't have to go to work the next day. Um,
We could have Eiffel Tower her.
yeah, we could have fucking Eiffel Towered her, but so I called everyone, no one showed up. There's one guy, who shall not be named, was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I'll go with you." Like, yeah, I'm down. Like, I'm like, all right, dope. At least I have someone with me. And then like it's about the time that I left my house. And I called him and I was like, "Hey, you good for me to like go pick you up?" And he was like, "Oh no, I can't go." I was like, oh, "Motherfucker, you could have said some." But then I ended up driving by myself, going off the road, falling asleep. I'm still 95% sure I died, and this has all been like my personal hell. But I ended up getting there really, really late, so we couldn't like go to the hotel and freak it. So instead, I just told her, "Hey, I'm here. I'm at a hotel like a couple minutes from where you live. I guess I'll see you tomorrow." So I slept for like 5 hours because we were supposed to leave pretty early the next day, and
Wait. Why didn't you call her over like, hey, I'm at the hotel. You want to come chill? Were you that tired? Were
I
you
was, yes, I was about to die.
you couldn't sleep like 20 minutes and then just be like, hey, come over.
20 minutes, more like all I need is 30 seconds.
No, but I'm saying you sleep 20 minutes, then you call her and you're like,
Oh
hey.
no, dude, I sleep like a fucking rock.
Mm.
But it was super late. Like by the time I got there, it was like already the next day, and we were gonna leave like around 5 in the morning. So
Wait.
I ended.
More. I have more questions. Was she
Yeah,
down to go with you to the hotel, or did you ever
no,
even ask her? You never asked
no,
her. Okay.
uh, I'm not a fucking creep, dude. I was just expecting her to offer herself after I drove. You know, fucking almost died on the way there to like get her into my hotel room and
O-
freak it.
okay, so you're not a freak. You're just very stupid.
I'm not. You're not. I thought you were gonna say you're not a creep, but fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
you're gonna drive all this place, risk your life for this girl, and you don't even know if she's down to fuck. Like
I was.
no point did you send some hints like, hey, like I'm gonna go pick
I
you
was a
up,
little
but
desperate. Okay. I was a little desperate, just a little bit.
it sounds like it. All I'm saying is I would have listed on a hint out there like, hey, I'm willing to go pick you up, but you want to hang out, or I don't
Hey.
know.
Hey. This bed's big enough for two of us.
Or I would have been like, I'm just saying, I would have started flirting with her. And if at some point she's like, hey, look, I'm not that way into you or anything, I save myself a drive. And if she answers positively and she's like, hey, you know what, let's hang out, then I might consider risking my life for it. But if she's like, hey, no, we're just friends, I'm going to be like, well, yeah, I will not risk my life to go pick up a random friend when I haven't slept at all. So good luck.
I'd do anything for the homies.
I don't know, man.
I was just trying to fuck this homie.
Like, but haven't you literally tried to fuck all your homies, men or women?
Oh, I haven't tried. That's just I tried and succeeded, baby.
No, with that one,
Although all our friends are gonna listen to this, like, hey, yo, wait, hold up, what the fuck?
they just don't remember because you what was it?
Roofies. I OJ Simpson them.
You O.J. Simpson or
Wait,
no?
that's not the right one. Bill Cosby
You
them.
Bill Cosby them. Yeah, yeah,
I OJ Simpson them. I caught them fucking my wife and murdered them, and then pretended I didn't do it.
yeah, yeah. If the glove don't
Allegedly.
fit, you must quit. I mean, that's a catchy
Allegedly.
line. Allegedly. No, well, look. Okay,
Your
so
Honor, Your Honor, this isn't even my house. There's Magnum condoms on the ground, and I do not fit those.
yeah, if the condom doesn't fit, you must quit.
If the cock don't fit, you must quit.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that. So okay, but then you had to have another chance, right? Like when you wake up in the morning.
There were so many chances.
But did you ever go for it, or did
No,
she like reject you?
besides that one,
No, but I'm saying on this
it's
trip,
so hard to be a nice guy expecting sex and
and
not rape her.
never making a move.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
Like
You don't believe it.
you were just expecting her to be like, "Wow, you are so nice. Here, let me offer you this
That is
pussy."
literally what every guy thinks. Yes,
No, no, that's what every nice guy in quotation marks thinks. But
pretty
no,
much. Yeah.
that doesn't work. Those women, if you are nice, women will be like, "Oh, he's so nice," and they will use you
Hmm.
to give him rides, or like in this case, I bet you she went with some other dudes. She went to hang out with some other dudes as soon as
Hmm.
you dropped her off.
And he was black.
Oh, there you go.
Hmm.
Yep, yep. But you never
I'm
made a
dropping
move.
so many. I'm dropping so many hints that the person is probably gonna be able to decipher who the fuck I'm talking about. But I mean, it's not that I didn't do any moves. It just wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean?
I
And
don't
now I'm
know.
happily married with a
Yeah, I mean,
kid,
it's good that you're happily married, but I'm just saying that
quote
girl used
unquote.
you. That girl used you. Like she knew,
Oh, dude, there was this
and you
other time
know.
where like we got caught up doing something like her tire blew out and we were riding together, just us two. Tire blew out, so we had to park, and she's like looking for her spare tire, which we assumed was in her trunk. But since she basically lived out of her car, her clothes was blocking the door, so we couldn't open it from the outside. So she tried to open it from the inside, and it was literally like a "what are you doing" step bro moment. And I could have done something, but like I said, I'm a nice guy, so I just expected her to pull down her pants for me.
Ah, okay.
That
See,
just that would have been an awkward ride home.
I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. You know what I'm
I'm a
saying?
registered sex offender. Uh huh.
No, no. All I'm saying is I will make a move and get rejected if I'm like right there. Like if I'm at that moment, we're alone, we're together. I have a thing for you. I will make a move. I'm not gonna go over there and shove my hand down her pants down her pants like Donald Trump, because I'm not rich enough. But I will go in for that
Allegedly.
kiss. No,
Damn it,
no.
Pablo, you're gonna get yourself arrested.
He literally said it. If you're rich enough,
Allegedly.
he literally said it himself. There's a recording of it. They grab him by the pussy. If you reach enough,
Look,
they let you
look,
do
look!
anything.
He almost got shot. He is going to come out a different person
Oh
and
no.
sue everything and everyone.
Oh, I believe he wins now the presidential election. Like I don't want this to be about politics, but I believe like he wins just because like the shot of him with the picture of him with his hand raised that they're like taking him away bleeding from the ear, like
Yeah, they've
that.
already made that into a shirt. I saw it
Yeah,
on TikTok.
yeah, like that, like I think he said fight or something. I was like, yeah, this man won the election off of that. Like the guy accomplished the opposite of what he was trying to do. Like he died.
Bro, he
Like
could have been more of a badass. Who was the president that he got shot during like a fucking
Roosevelt.
speech?
What is
I
he?
think it
The
was
first. I
Rose.
think it was
It
the
was
first one.
Roosevelt or Teddy or
Yeah,
Teddy
Teddy
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. Yeah, because we had two Roosevelts. Yeah, it was
He
Teddy.
was like fired at, and then this motherfucker goes missed, and L plus ratio plus missed plus bad aim plus aim botless.
No,
He
that was
literally
Nixon.
like
That was Nixon. No, you're
Nixon.
thinking
It was
different.
someone else. I don't know who it
Okay,
was, but I
okay.
just
Let me see if I remember my history correctly. Somebody can correct me in the comments. But I believe Teddy Roosevelt did get shot, and he finished
oh
his
yeah, he
speech.
did yeah he did get shot, but I'm talking about the
Wait,
one
wait,
that
wait, wait. Yeah, yeah,
didn't get shot.
yeah, yeah. Let me explain. So, yeah, he got shot, and he finished the speech, and then he went to the doctor like after. Like the man was a badass. But I think it was Nixon, the one that there was a balloon that popped or something. So he was quick with it.
Missed.
He was like
Yeah,
missed, and then
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But Teddy Roosevelt actually, I believe it was him, the one that got shot, and then he just continued, finished the speech. Like, how badass do you have to be? Like that, one of the most badass presidents we've ever had, for sure.
Yeah, and this guy got his ear pierced, and all of a sudden he's like walked away by Secret Service like a pussy.
Yeah, it was Teddy Roosevelt that got shot in 1912 in his speech. But yeah, no, but there's a shot of him with his hand up, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, this man won just off of that. So like, this guy literally accomplished the opposite. But
Mm-hmm.
going back to our point is that I will literally at least make a move, like I will not wait for the girl to be like,
What point?
you
There's
have
so
you
many points.
yeah, I'm saying I will not wait for her to be like, hey, you've been nice enough. Now I am offering myself to you. Like I would literally go for a kiss. And if at that point they're
Go
like
for the
no,
kill.
yeah, you go for the kiss. I mean, if they say no, then I stop wasting my time and effort
What are they
and
gonna
money on them.
do? Send you to jail?
No, I mean it is not a crime to go in for
I
a
think
kiss.
it is. I don't know if you read up on the crime book lately, but
What, to
it
go
was
in for a
added in.
kiss? To go in for a kiss is not a crime.
Yeah, it is.
How is it a crime? Like, hey, you're hanging out, you're asking me for rides, you're talking to me,
Dude,
and I'm going.
nowadays you don't even have to do anything. As long as you get accused, you're fucked.
But that's with everything, like like I
No,
mean,
that's not with everything. I haven't
yeah,
been
it is
accused
with
of selling
everything.
drugs. I haven't been accused of
You
selling
have,
drugs.
you just don't know you have. Like
Ah, okay,
there
cool.
was somebody that was like, yeah, this guy is crazy. Does he sell drugs? I was like, yeah, he does.
He was a cop, undercover.
Yeah, no, but it's not a crime to go in for a kiss. I think a lot of men, especially nowadays with all this Me Too and canceling and all that,
But that's what
are
I'm no, but
afraid.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
literally there was a case where like this group of girls accused a guy of sexually assaulting them, and he went to jail, and it turns out that it was all a lie. They just didn't like him, so they accused him of it.
yeah. But you cannot live in fear of this because, like, for example, you were hanging out with that girl, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, whether you make a move or not, she could have still said you tried to rape her. Like that, like just the fact
Oh,
that you didn't
so
go.
I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So I might as well
Exactly,
pull down her
exactly. No,
pants.
no, no. What I'm saying is, you go in for a kiss. If she turns her head away, you stop. And like, there's a line between harassment and making a move, right? And I
Oh, I
believe,
was gonna go full on harassment.
yeah, yeah. And I believe that harassment is when they say no, and then after that point, you keep going. That's harassment. That's going too far. But okay, if you're asking me for rides, you're doing this and that, we're hanging out together, and I'm going for a kiss. You say no, like that's fine. But I'm gonna make a
That's
move.
fine, but I'm
I'm
leaving
not.
you here
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle of fucking nowhere.
yeah.
The implications,
Call somebody else to come pick you up.
the implications are kind of there.
No, 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 no. Now you're making things up in your head. All I'm saying is I'm not gonna drive to pick up somebody and not at least make a move. Like, I'm gonna let her know what I'm expecting. Like, I don't want friendship from you, or if you want friendship, it's like friendship with benefits. Like, I'm not gonna be used up and thrown away while you go fuck some black guy on the side that you've been talking to that couldn't bother
Yeah, but
that
Pablo, you're forgetting a very important detail.
because look,
I'm a nice guy.
that's the problem. Well, look, at least it worked out for you. You're married, you have a kid, you have a
Not
wife.
with her. Not
Yeah, yeah, and
after.
and I would say you kind of dodged the bullet there. So
Oh yeah, no, yes, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's good, but all I'm saying is, if there's any guys out there that are listening, do not be afraid to make a move. I mean, whether they say yes or no is better than them using you and throwing you away later.
So what?
And
Sexual harassment has gone up ever since the release of the Crazed Convo podcast.
I would be proud of that. I would be like, you know what?
Yeah, we're on the news.
We're on the news. We are famous, baby. We
Let's go.
we
We made it to the big time.
Yeah, we impacted the world. Sure, it was negative impact, but at least I have a purpose in life. No, I don't think
bad,
it's I don't think there's anything wrong
bad.
with asking a girl out officially, going in for a kiss if you feel the moment.
Yeah,
And
I'm not gonna lie. There was a moment, but like I said, it was like step bro stuff. Like she was like kind of on her hands and knees trying to get through that little middle seat in cars, trying to reach the back of her the release to open up her trunk,
yeah, yeah,
and she was wearing like leggings. All I'm
yeah.
saying is I could have got my money's worth.
All I'm saying. So what you're saying is that there might have been a toe of a camel, like type of thing right there.
There might have been intention of the me.
Okay, okay. Well, I think for a first recording, this has gone all over the place.
Yeah, after this, we're getting arrested for suspicions of sexual harassment, bestiality, being happily married.
Yeah, being in a healthy relationship for once in my life.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. I guess we'll just cut it there and
Wait,
let me
wait, wait.
find the out. Yeah,
I was gonna say, if anybody does listen, I know it's the first episode, but if there's any topics you want us to cover, like it can be anything. If you all want to ask for advice on your
literally. Did you
life.
not just hear what we talked about?
Yeah, exactly. So if you want like advice for your life, like yeah, we might give you terrible advice, but it will still be some kind of advice. So if you're undecided or you're having relationship troubles, I mean, my guy's married, right? So he must know something. He's happily married. He's got a kid. I'm sure his advice would.
Living the life, baby.
Yeah, he's over here dying. He can't even sleep. But I'm sure he can give you some
Hmm.
advice. Like,
Yeah, don't do it.
yeah, that's the best advice you can give him. Like, run.
Don't do it. That's it.
Yeah, and let us know if you how y'all like it. If you want us to have guests. Obviously we don't know anybody famous yet because we haven't made it. Soon we'll be millionaires. But
I'm gonna get my neighbor's dog in this.
if there's anything you want us to cover, sports, assassination,
Failed assassinations.
fail
Alleged assassinations.
any type of book, shows, anything at all, history, cultural stuff. We are Mexicans. So if anybody, and there's a lot of Mexicans here, so I'm sure. But if there's anything on the culture that you all want us to share, um,
Yeah,
any
there's kind of a fucking hurricane going on. I don't think they're not sharing anything. Like they're not even sharing water at the moment. It's kind
conspiracy,
of it's kind of everybody for themselves right now.
I think it would be fun to do conspiracy theories, some type of urban legends or myths, local
Oh,
or from afar.
well, I did want to talk about not a podcast, audiobook that I'm listening to. But I guess we'll just do that in another episode or once we cut, this episode short.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, just let us know, and thank you for listening.
And now for the outro.
Hit it.